and is made up of two things, body and soul. The one can be seen with the external bodily eyes, and the other can only be perceived with the internal eyes of the mind. The latter is sometimes spoken of as the heart, but by heart we do not mean that piece of flesh that is placed in the left side of the chest. That is of no value, for that is possessed by lower animals and corpses as well. Whatever can be seen on these body eyes belongs to the external world or objective plane, while this internal part, this soul, does not belong to that plane. It belongs to the subjective plane. It is only a stranger in this world, a mere traveler on a journey. And that piece of flesh, that is, the heart, is primarily its vehicle, its riding horse or its weapon, and all the limbs and organs are its troops, and it itself, that is, the soul, being the ruler or the king of the whole body. The knowledge of God and the perception of His beauty is an attribute of the soul. Pleasure and pain, happiness and unhappiness is for the soul. In fact, the whole responsibility for everything lies on the soul, while the body is only subordinate to it. It is the knowledge of this soul and of its attributes that is the key to the knowledge of God. It is a valuable jewel and is of the origin of angels. Its legitimate place is divinity. From God it has come, and to God will it return, says the Quran. In this world it is only a foreign thing, a mere stranger. It is this that you must try to know. The basis of the knowledge of the soul. The nature of the soul cannot be known until its existence is recognized. The existence of the soul is therefore the primary thing to attract our attention, and this cannot be denied or doubted, for it is not the body that lives or exists, but the soul. What is body without soul? It is a corpse. If a man shuts his eyes and forgets his body, and the sky, the earth, and everything else that can be seen with these eyes, he is still sure to feel his own existence. He is sure to remain conscious of himself, though he may not be conscious of his body, the sky, the earth, and other visible objects. Anyone who contemplates on this point will be able to catch a glance of his state hereafter, and he will consider it quite reasonable to suppose that if the body is taken away from him, he will still remain safe and will not be annihilated or reduced to nothing. His entity will never become a non-entity. Or in other words, death is for the body and not for the soul. The former is mortal, the latter immortal.